Good afternoon with everybody. I'm sorry. I'm gonna talk about the way walkable public spaces can improve people's lives. I'm gonna try to not talk a lot because I talk too much. Okay, first of all, I need to explain you what's the suburban sprawl. The suburban sprawl is the expansion of human population away from the city centers. So, for example, San Borondón or Via Costa. Now that you know what the suburban sprawl, we can go to the first fact. This is a fact, this is real. The Ecuadorian spends more on transportation than on housing. And this is because of suburban sprawl. Because we need to use the car just to buy a tomato or to buy medicine to the drugstore. We need to use the car. So that's why we're spending more on transportation. The opposite to the suburban sprawl is a city full of walkable public spaces. For example, Portland, Oregon. This city, instead of investing on highways, they invested on bicycle facilities to the people, on walkable paths and streets full of trees. So someone did the math and this person found out that they are saving money just for being more walkable. They spend more on they spend more on entertainment and on housing than on transportation, and that's the way it should be. That's Portland. It's perfect. You can go across the city just by walking. The second fact is that Ecuador is on third place on Latin America with obesity. We're on third place, and not just obesity, we have diabetes. I'm gonna explain you why we are obese. There's a study called Gluttony versus Sloth that tracks weight against diet and weight against inactivity. And they found out a more and higher correlation between weight against inactivity. This is called environmental induced inactivity. We are obese and we have diabetes because our landscape doesn't allow us to walk, to take a bike and go to the work, or to let our children go on bike to the school. That's why Ecuador has obesity and diabetes. Also, we don't want to do it because the city is dangerous. The streets are dangerous. Guayaquil, this is the third fact. Guayaquil is the most dangerous city of the country. 22% of the crimes are committed in Guayaquil. On the other side, we have Cuenca. Cuenca is the most safe city of the country. It's the safest city of the country. They only had 9 crimes in 1 year. We have 9 crimes in 1 hour. Well, that's amazing. Why does this happen? It's amazing, but it's for walkable public spaces. Cuenca is full of walkable public spaces because the people prefer go by walking than to take a cab because they don't have to pay for it. So you can go to your work by walking, you can go to the school in a bicycle, etc. And that's why it is more safe, because if there is always people walking on the street, there are more eyes in the street, so it is safest. What can we do? We're not the municipio and we're not the government, but we can help. For example, if you're gonna build your house and there is a tree in the place that you're gonna build it, do it like this. Why? Because the tree has a shadow and the people prefers the shadow. So if someone is gonna take a cab on your street, that person is gonna do it under your house, and that spot is gonna be safer than the others. So you can help like that. Other way, you can download this app, WalkScore, and this app rates every neighborhood on walkability. So you can design your way to school or your way to the work. And finally, you can move to a walkable neighborhood. And if you can move to a walkable city, better. If you move to a walkable neighborhood, this is a real neighborhood. This is Las Acacias on here in Guayaquil. You can go to a grocery store nearby, you have a bus stop nearby, you can go to the cinema just by walking, and you can let your children go to play to the park and watch them through the window because it's a walkable neighborhood. If you do this, if you move to a walkable neighborhood, if you choose a walkable city, I assure you, you'll be safer, you will healthier, and you will also save money. Thank you.
Any questions?
Well, you say that a lot of neighborhood is in a walkable. But, for example, in Villa Costa or San Bordón, there are so many stores on the main street that people can just walk.
On the main street?
Yes. In, let's say Villa Costa, just let's take a look at the Puerto Azul. They have there the farm, the drugstore, the mini market, they have a beauty parlor and other basic necessities stores. Okay, but I think something is missing with people because they still drive to go there. What do you think you should, or the mayor should emphasize to these people to walk to not to use the car?
The car, of course. The municipio,
The mayor, I don't know.
the municipio
But
has a lot of people that are aware of these problems of walkability, and they have the solution to fix it, but they don't do it because, I don't know, palancas or something like that, but they have the